Hello student, welcome to MDC Learning. So, in today's video we are going to cover very important topic from SYBCom, that is called factor affecting incidence of taxation. So, in this video we are going to cover factor affecting on elasticity of demand, and remaining factor affecting on elasticity of supply we will do in the next lecture. So, we'll start with a concept that is called factor affecting elasticity of demand. So as we know very well that demand and supply, it always affected by tax, or we can say whenever tax imposed, that time demand and supply shift. So how it take place, that we'll understand. So first, that is called perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand means there are various type of elasticity of demand: perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, relative elastic demand, relative inelastic demand. So first situation is called perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand means small change in price lead to infinite change in demand. That is called perfectly elastic demand. Now we will understand how perfectly elastic demand put burden of tax on buyer as well as seller. So, when the demand is perfectly elastic, given the supply elasticity, the entire tax burden comes on seller. Student, it can come for fill in the blank. When the demand is perfectly elastic and supply साइड हैज़ गिवन, दैट टाइम टैक्स बर्डन कम्स ऑन सेलर. जब किसी भी कमोडिटी का डिमांड परफेक्टली इलास्टिक रहता है, देन एंटायर टैक्स बर्डन कम्स ऑन सेलर. Why? Because if seller will make a small change in a price, then it will lead to unlimited change in demand. So when the demand is perfectly elastic, entire tax burden comes on seller. This thing we'll understand with the help of diagram. In the diagram, D represent demand curve, SS is a original supply curve, and OP is a price. So before tax, at price OP, quantity demand was OQ, and supply curve SS intersect at point E. After tax, supply curve shift from SS to S1 S1, and equilibrium point also shift from E to E1, and quantity demanded fall from OQ to OQ1. Now, how much tax imposed by government? So government imposed tax, that is TE1. So जब भी टैक्स लगता है, whenever government impose tax, that is TE1, that time supply curve shift upward from SS to S1 S1, quantity fall from OQ to OQ1, equilibrium point shift from E to E1. सो टैक्स बर्डन पूरा किसके ऊपर आ गया? ये सेलर के ऊपर. सो ड्यू टू परफेक्टली इलास्टिक डिमांड, एंटायर टैक्स बर्डन कम्स ऑन सेलर. कितना टैक्स बर्डन आ गया सेलर पे? दैट इज TE1PN. TE1PN. So what the point wants to say, whenever there is a perfectly elastic demand, entire tax burden falls on seller. Next concept is perfectly inelastic demand. First of all, what is perfectly inelastic demand? So perfectly inelastic demand means change in price does not affect the demand of the product. Perfectly inelastic demand means change in price does not affect demand of the product. So in the diagram, y-axis represent price, x-axis represent quantity. DD is a demand curve which is vertical straight line parallel to y-axis. DD is a demand curve which is vertical straight line parallel to y-axis. So in the diagram you can see before tax. In the diagram, before tax, the price was OP and original supply was SS, and it was intersecting demand curve at point E. As tax imposed, that is E1, then price increase from OP to OP1, and supply curve also shift from SS to S1 S1. Quantity remain constant because perfectly inelastic demand means even though there is change in price, demand remain constant, and it is generally happen in a commodities like medicine, salt, etc. So in the diagram, जब tax नहीं था, that time price was OP, quantity was OQ, SS is the supply curve, it is intersecting D curve at point E. जैसे ही टैक्स लग गया E1 का, सप्लाई कर्व शिफ्ट हो गया SS से S1, देन प्राइस इंक्रीज हो गई OP से OP1 एंड द टोटल टैक्स बर्डन कम्स ऑन बायर. तो जब भी किसी भी प्रोडक्ट का डिमांड परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक रहता है एंड गवर्नमेंट इंक्रीज टैक्स ऑन अ कमोडिटी, देन एंटायर टैक्स बर्डन फॉल्स ऑन बायर. For example, if the price of medicine is OP and quantity is OQ, supply is S1, suddenly tax imposed on a commodity. Suddenly government ने मेडिसिन पर टैक्स लगा दिया E1 और टैक्स लगने के बाद मेडिसिन का प्राइस हो गया OP1. So supply curve increase from S to S1, but demand remain constant and new equilibrium point is E1. So point wants to say that whenever there is a perfectly inelastic demand, it means that even though there are change in price but demand remain constant, that time when government increase tax, that time entire tax burden falls on buyer. So when the demand is perfectly inelastic, the entire incidence of tax, or we can say entire tax burden, falls on buyer. Next is relatively more elastic demand. Relatively more elastic demand means a small change in price, a change in price is less and change in demand is more. Relative more elastic demand means change in price is less and change in demand is more. So in relative more elastic demand, larger tax burden falls on seller and small tax burden falls on buyer. मतलब जब डिमांड का मोर इलास्टिक होती तो ज़्यादा टैक्स बर्डन सेलर पे आता है एंड लेस टैक्स बर्डन ऑन बायर. सो इन द डायग्राम यू कैन सी वाई एक्सेस रिप्रेजेंट प्राइस, एक्स एक्सेस रिप्रेजेंट क्वांटिटी, DD is a demand curve, SS is the original supply curve. So in the diagram you can see when price is OP, that time output is OQ and supply curve is SS. It is intersecting demand curve at point E. जैसे ही टैक्स लगता है, जैसे ही गवर्नमेंट टैक्स लगाती है, दैट टैक्स इज TE1. एज टैक्स इम्पोज बाय गवर्नमेंट, दैट इज TE1, सप्लाई कर्व शिफ्ट फ्रॉम SS to S1 एंड न्यू इक्विलिब्रियम पॉइंट इज E1 एंड डिमांड कर्व फॉल्स फ्रॉम OQ to OQ1. Again listen the point carefully. When price is OP before tax, when price is OP, quantity is OQ, supply curve is SS, equilibrium point is E. As government impose tax from TE1, तो सप्लाई कर्व शिफ्ट हो जाता है SS to S1, क्वांटिटी फॉल हो जाती है OQ to OQ1 एंड प्राइस इंक्रीज हो जाती है OP to OP1. सो द tax falls on a buyer is ME1 P1 P. See, whenever there is a more elastic demand और गवर्नमेंट जब टैक्स लगाती है, that time tax burden falls on buyer is ME1 P1 P and tax burden falls on seller is TMPN. So you can see from the diagram कि जब भी whenever any commodity have more elastic demand, then more tax burden falls on seller rather than buyer. So due to imposition of tax from TE1, tax burden falls on buyer is ME1 P1 P and tax burden falls on seller is TMPN. Next is relatively less elastic demand. When the demand is relatively less elastic, the incidence of tax is more on buyer and less on seller. In the diagram, y-axis indicate price, x-axis indicate output. Then when price is OP, that time quantity is OQ and original supply curve is SS, which is intersecting demand curve at point E, and here demand curve is more steeper, it means less elastic. So before tax price is OP, output is OQ, supply curve is SS intersecting demand curve at point E. Now government imposed tax, that is TE1. So tax लगने के बाद supply curve shift from SS to S1. Then quantity falls from OQ to OQ1. Price increase from OP to OP1. So due to imposition of tax on a commodity which have a less elastic demand, tax burden falls on buyer is M E1 P1 P, and tax burden falls on seller is T M P N. Due to imposition of tax TE1, tax burden falls on buyer is M E1 P1 P, and tax burden falls on seller is TMPN. So from the diagram you can understand whenever there is a relatively less elastic demand, then more tax burden falls on buyer and less tax burden falls on seller. So student, go through entire video and understand the diagram. You have to remember the concept कि whenever there is relatively less elastic demand, then more tax burden comes on buyer and less tax burden comes on seller. Same here, whenever there is relatively more elastic demand, then larger tax burden comes on seller and smaller tax burden comes on buyer. Same here, whenever there is a perfectly inelastic demand, that time more tax burden comes on buyer. Next is whenever there is a perfectly elastic demand, more tax burden comes on seller. So student, go through entire video and understand the concept. In perfectly elastic demand, the shape of demand curve is a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. In perfectly inelastic demand, the shape of demand curve is vertical straight line parallel to y-axis. Then in relative more elastic demand, the shape of demand curve is downward sloping in a flatter way. In relatively less elastic demand, the shape of demand curve is downward sloping in a steeper way. So student, go through entire video, it will definitely help you. God bless you.